of your Power BI. So these many technologies that you are going to learn under this data analytics full stack. Then why we need to learn all these different technologies? Let me make you understand here that. So let me start with the Power BI first. So Power BI is the primary technology over here. So why we used to call it as a primary technology? Because of entire your project you are going to develop over here. So once you build the project, so you are automatically become the developer, software developer. So based on what technology that you are going to complete over here, that by using the Power BI. So entire project that you need to complete by using the Power BI. So that's fine. So this is the primary technology that you learn under this data analytics. Then why we require to learn other technologies? Let me make you understand over here that any technology that you want to learn, you must require the data. So without data, you can't able to understand anything. So no technology help you to understand. So that's why for the data purpose, we require the two technologies. One is the Excel, Advanced Excel. Another one is the SQL Server. Let me make you understand here that Excel. So Excel here that. So here the Excel is used for the data source. So it is using for the data source. Just observe. Let me open my Excel over here. So this is my Excel which contains the sum of the data over here. Just observe. So here, so this is the sum of the data. These are all the column headers. So once you go like this, these are all the columns only. So you will reach out the more than 16,000 plus columns like this. So you can, enter that so many column names on the data itself. And once you scroll up over here that, so these are all the rows. You will reach out that almost, 10 lakh plus rows from here. So this is how you just understand. This is only the just one sheet. So you can, load the same data to the other sheet as well. As many sheets as you want, you can just go and add on here. This is how simple that you can hold the huge amount of the data. So that's why I just wanted to call it as a, this is data source. This data source contain the, different sheets. The different sheets which we used to call it as a huge amount of the data that it can hold. Fine. So if it is containing the data, huge amount of the data, then why we require to go for the SQL Server? So here the SQL Server also you might know about it. So this is also used for the database. So in the databases you have multiple tables. In the each table you again contain that huge amount of the data. So this is fine. So it means that these Excel and SQL Server contain the huge amount of the data. Then why we need to learn the two technologies here? So just observe here that. So when you go for the select any companies, MNCs or other companies, they mostly use the SQL Server only because of the security purpose and the easy to use. So that's why I just wanted to give here that more security. So Excel is also there. It's just like a open source somewhat. So it is there, the license version also there for the security purpose, but to compare with the SQL Server, it is somewhat less security. So this is how you just, understand from this Excel and SQL. Now understand, whenever you want to complete your data analyst or business analyst or data analytics, you require only the two things. One is the data, another one is the primary technology to visualize it, to understand your data. Then why we need two other technologies? Just observe here. So till here you just focus. Then additional thing what we are going to learn here, that statistics and this one mathematics. So where we are using this one, just understand. Whenever you go and select for the any finance sector domain, or when you go for the any domain which related to the insurance related stuff, those people only required this kind of the statistical information or mathematical information only. So the apart from this, it is not that required. That too, do we really need to learn about the statistics and maths? So which in your school. So from the statistics side, what you need to learn. So whatever the minimum value out of the 10 values. or maximum value you want to know. So what is the sum? Then what is the aggregate count? So how to count it? The count distinct values. Just like this, you just have to understand here. So average value like this. This is how you are going to do here that by using the statistics. So these are all directly options. You don't need to learn anything. So you don't need to know even about that any minimum maximum count quantity like this. And the deviation is there. Standard deviation is also there. So these are all you don't require to learn anywhere. So these are all the direct options available. You just click over there, you will get the answer. That much is enough. So you don't need to know about this. And the next one, observe from the math side. So this is very big maths. You want to know additions, how to add. So you want to know minus, which means that subtractions, multiplications, and you require that this one division. So only simple thing. These are also options directly available. So where these options are directly available, observe over here. So here the options that are available. So in the Power BI itself. So there one module which we are going to discuss about, that very important module, that is the Power Query Editor. So this is how you just understand that it is there integrated with your Power BI. Then no need to learn this separately anywhere. So then why we are adding this? It is giving you some more weightage to your resume to get shortlisted. So that's why I don't want you to lose the any opportunity whenever you get the calls from the insurance and finance domain. So that's fine. This is totally free. So because of however we are going to completely learn about the Power BI. So this is primary technology. So that's why this is totally free to you. So you don't need to learn anything. You don't need to put efforts anywhere. So no need any single definition which you require to learn. So only direct options that are available. Then why we need to learn Python? So Python is there everywhere. So without Python, no technology will exist nowadays. So here we used to call it as a Power BI. So we just understand that the Power BI and Python, some of the visualization that are there in the Python as well by writing the codes, just like Matplotlib library. So we just try to figure it out how much code required to get the same visualization by using the Python coding. So how much time it will take to complete the same project by using the Power BI. So this is how you just understand here. So simple thing, Python Power BI. So apart from this, AI scenarios which related to Power BI. So AI scenarios we will understand that how to use the Gemini and how to use the GPT. Are any options that are directly available, AI related options in your Power BI. Our Copilot is there. So you might know familiar with this Copilot or Perplexity, the recent one. So we'll understand that how we can integrate them. So how we can use them in your real-time projects. So this is the how different things that you are going to learn by using this data analytics program. Now let me go for the more decode over here that. So you know about that you must require data to perform on any technology. That's fine. So now let me make you understand data first before you understand the Power BI. So what is data? Where it is coming from? So data everybody know. So we are all contributing the data every day. So from where it is coming? So you just observe here that it is coming from online or offline shoppings. Whenever you go for the online offline shoppings, then when you go for the any retail markets, just like your Ratndeep, DMart, Lulu Mall, any retail market, any shoppings, clothes shoppings, or when you go for the any manufacturing sector. So when you want to buy any product, any bike, car, or anything, any product, any small product or big product, there also you are going to contribute the some amount of the data. So apart from this, you just understand here that when you go order something from the Zomato or Swiggy, Zepto, Blinkit, or even if your social media, Facebook, or even if your mobile also, how many hours that you have used your mobile. Based on that also, the data is contributing every day. So this is how at least they are taking our information which is related to the customer name. So what is the discount price? What are the products that are available? The based on the product, how many products that you are buying. So if you are buying the 5,000, 10,000 like that clothes, they are giving you card 500 card, 200 card voucher the next time that you can use that offer. So just like this, the by using your data they can understand. So this is fine. Data is coming from the different sources. But now I just want to, you to understand one thing. If the data is 1 month data that you can understand easily. If the data is 1 year data, bit difficult to understand. If the data is 2 years, more difficult. 3 years, much more difficult. So just like this, you can imagine if you are any client data which is having that 10 plus years of the data. So it become like a very huge amount of the data. You can call it as a millions of the records, lakhs of the records like that. You just understand. So this huge amount of the data, so no client want to understand this. So for example, if I am the owner of the any company, so let's say I am the owner of the DMart. So these are all the different products. So these are all the customers, customer name. So different customer, you and me go and buy something products. So different locations. So once you go here, that what is the sale price that are there, quantity price, how much discount that are there, what is the profit to that company. Just like this. So if I'm the owner of that company, I can't able to go here then cross check what is the sale value, what is the profit value, whether it is profitable or loss, everything that I can't go. So that's why what I used to do. So this is just 4 years of the data. So if the 4 years of the data as a client, if I can't able to understand it, the data by looking at it. So you just imagine the 5 years, 10 years of the data. That too, this is just sample data only, not original data. So original data, 4 years of the data, you might get the millions of the record. So in that cases, what happening that? So whenever you have the huge amount of the data, so it's required to convert this data. Convert this data into the meaningful understanding. So meaningful understanding, which means that what is the sale value, what is the profit value like that you need to understand. So for this matter, you require the two powerful tool. One is the Power BI, another one is the Tableau. These two are the two powerful tools, technologies that you can use, convert huge amount of the data, any number of the years of the data into the meaningful understanding in less time. That you just understand. Now let me make you understand here that the difference between Power BI and Tableau. So here our program, we only mention here that Power BI rather than Tableau. Then why we incline more towards this Power BI rather than Tableau? Let me make you understand here that the small differences between them. So Power BI versus your Tableau. Just understand. So your Power BI is coming from the Microsoft company. So Power BI is product of the Microsoft company. Everybody know about it. So whenever you go for the Tableau, it is coming from the Salesforce. Salesforce technology you might know. So the Salesforce company is handling by handling the Tableau. And when you come to the Power BI, it is started the 2013 or 14 onwards. So you can call it as a 10 years old, about 10 years old. So but when it come to the Tableau, it is started the 2003 to 4, somewhere like this. So it is about the 20 plus years old, that you can understand. The next step that you understand here that, so here that in your Power BI, you have the more direct features. So more direct features that are there. But here that you can able to get that such features, but you need to follow that some steps. So then only you can achieve the same features. So that some steps you just understand in the real time. So once you follow the some steps, so to get the exact features, whatever the directly features available in the Power BI, so it may delay some time only. Then apart from this, understand here that, so it is free to practice Power BI desktop. So as many days as you want, you can practice free. So but here that 14 days trial period only, Tableau desktop. So there is Tableau public is there that you can use unlimited just like this Power BI desktop, but Tableau desktop only 14 days trial period that is available for you. Then after that you require to pay. Then here that when it come to the companies, they don't use free versions. So practice versions that is fine, but the companies they don't use because of the security reasons. So for that matter, here that the license price is the less license price. But here that, so here also a bit more only, not more. So to compare with Power BI. So that's why you just understand the any small organizations or any startup companies or to the any big MNCs or product based companies. So they are trying to incline towards this, Power BI nowadays. So still for this Tableau is also there, but nowadays the more inclined towards this Power BI. So that is one thing you just keep in mind, the slight difference between the Power BI and Tableau. So whenever you have the opportunity on the some technology, that is good to learn instead of going for this. Then I will let you know now what is the Power BI. So Power BI, just understand over here. So what is Power BI? So here you just understand here. So here BI means business intelligence. So why we used to call it as a business intelligence tool? So just observe here that. So any marketing that, so when you go for the day-to-day market, so which means the day-to-day business or month-to-month business or year-to-year business or quarter-to-quarter business. So whatever the business that you are running, day-to-day analysis or month-to-month, quarterly or yearly analysis or previous year to current year analysis, just like this, whatever the analysis that you want to find out that, so your Power BI intellectually understanding your business of day-to-day or month or year wise. Just like this Power BI is using for the business intelligence tool for us. Apart from this, one standard definition for this that you just require to understand. So it is using for the data visualization. So what is the data visualization? Let me make you understand. So let me open my Power BI now. So some people are not providing the contact numbers. Please ping your mobile on the chat box. Meanwhile, you can ping. Ritik, we don't have your contact number to contact you again. Please provide your contact number on the text box. Fine. This is your Power BI. Just observe only. This is user interface of your Power BI. This is some sample work. So this is, we used to do the workshop every 10 days like this in our sessions. So you go click anywhere, it is going to automatically reflect everything. So you no need to write any single line of code. So it automatically going to reflect everything. So this is how you just have to understand by using this one. So one more thing, understand. I'm just going to click on the new page. I'm just expanding, just focus on these two things. So whatever the data that is there in the Excel, I have connected. Just observe only, don't worry. So here in the Power BI, I have connected the data. So you can see data over here that. So this is the data which is there in the Excel sheet. Then what I am doing over here that. So this is the data section. This is the visualization section, and these are all the different charts, tables, and graphs. Now what I'm doing, I'm clicking somewhere else over here that. So as I told you already in my Excel sheet, I have 4 years of the data. So you can drag anywhere freely. So no need to write any coding. Just to hold it, drag anywhere. Fine. Just release it. So this 4 years of the data, what I'm doing, I'm just simply, dragging the cities and drop here. And I'm going down. So here the sales is there, drag from there and drop here. So this is how you get it. So just click on the focus mode. Let me turn on it. Labels that you can understand. Just observe only, nothing bigger. So 4 years of the data, I created the chart. So within a seconds, so you just understand here that the New York City, Los Angeles, Seattle having the top 3, sales value. So once you go scroll up like this, you can understand that what is the bottom sales value that are there. So these are all the bottom sales, bottom 3 sales. So this is how you can understand just by clicking the somewhere, you will get this one. So not only the chart. So I'm just, the same chart I'm clicking somewhere else. So am I writing any code? No. So your code is not required here. So you are simply use that any kind of the chart that you can get it over. Fine. Oh, okay. పర్లేదమ్మా. Nandini, Ritik, your contact numbers are not there with the admin. Please to provide your contact numbers on the chat box to contact you again for the batches and the inquiries details. Fine. This is only announcement from the admin side. Just observe. So I just click over here that automatically it is going to create the one chart. So which means that your 4 years of the data you can able to create within a less time that you can understand. So not only the chart, any chart that you can take. So click over here that you can drag anywhere freely and you can take anything over here. So click somewhere or you can take the profit from there to here. It automatically generate the report. So how many seconds it takes? Very less time of the seconds. So by looking at this, you can understand that this color indicates copier. The copier highest sales 18% contribution. The second highest one 14% contribution, that is the phones. And the least one that is there over here that it is hiding, that is the fasteners 0.31%. You just observe on the screen. So this is how your Power BI don't require to do anything. Then what you need to understand here that by using your data visualization in the form of different charts, different graphs and different tables. So this is how you just have to understand the standard definition for this. So your Power BI standard definition is data visualization. So how it is going to visualize it? So by using the different charts, so different tables or different graphs. These are all the things, some of the things that you require to understand. So to explain. So don't buy hat. So when anybody asks you the fresher level interview question, what is the Power BI? You have to be very ready with this too. So it is business intelligence tool. How it is going to business intelligence tool? It is going to analyze your business, day-to-day business, month to month, quarter to quarter, or year to year, like that. So or it is going to use that the data visualization in the format of different charts, tables, and graphs. This is the something you just require. Now, once you take this, different charts, tables, and graphs, you just observe here that, so just like this, it become the one project. So this is one project that you can consider. So one project, what it is going to give that in the project, the different charts that you are taking over here that. So for example, the chart I want in the different chart. So I can click over here. The chart I want to in the different charts, you can click over here. So the chart I want to in the different format. So you can click over here like this or any format that you want. Fine. So this is how you just understand. This is your project. So different sheets, different graphs or different tables is becoming the one dashboard. So here your project name is called the dashboards. So, or we can also call it as a reports, or we can also call it as a page. So just observe here that pages are there on the down. So you can call it page or dashboard, just like this. So this is how your project used to call it here. So once you complete your project, so you must require to save it somewhere. You must require to manage it. So any changes or any requirement, any data, everything you need to manage. So you have to provide the subscriptions to the clients. So this is one thing you just observe. Then apart from this, you can provide that permissions also to your clients. Then finally you have to do share this to the clients. So this is how finally you have to do in your real time. So once you get the data from the different places, so from this data, you connect the data to your Power BI. Then your Power BI is by using the different charts, tables, graphs. You complete your project, the project name which you used to call it as a dashboard report. And then you finally save it and manage it, complete your project. This is your life cycle that you need to do in your real time. Now, let me make you understand here that, so some free requisites required. So for your laptop, so this free requisites, understand here that, so your laptop required, so 1 GB to 2 GB space to install your Power BI. Space on your C drive, let me write fully. To install your Power BI alone only, because the Power BI only the entire project that you need to complete over here, that I will explain you how to do that one as well. Then next step that you require, that once you complete your project, you must require to save it. So not only whatever the report dashboard that is there, along with that you must save that your the data as well. So for that matter, minimum 15 GB to 20 GB required hard disk. So in your machine, so your machine means your laptop. So this is the something which required. So if anybody people having that 32-bit or 54-bit laptops, that is fine. 64-bit. So I think so all people are using that 64-bit nowadays. So both you can install it. No worry, no restrictions over here. Then what are the restrictions over here, that just understand. So whenever you have the any Mac, so because I am very rich guy, I'm only using the Apple product. If you have Mac and Linux operating systems, so you can't able to install it, your Power BI, and you can't able to do it practice as well. Then what is the option which we have? So we have only Windows family, which we used to call. So Windows family means Windows 10, Windows 11, like this. So only Windows family is only that you can install your Power BI. So this is important certification question. So Mac Linux operating system that you can't able to install it. So that's fine. Now understand over here that the next step, what you need to put the effort, where you need to put the effort. So here, for example, if you have the project, so as I told you, Power BI is the primary technology. So for example, if you have the 100% project, so how much you need to learn from the Power BI side? So how much you need to put the effort? Let me make you understand here. In the project side, so there is the two powerful components in the Power BI. That is the one is the Power BI desktop, which we have opened just before. Another one is the component that is called Power BI service. So these two are the important components that you require to complete your project from the Power BI side. So this is your Power BI desktop. So here I have saved, that's why you can't able to see the name. Otherwise, if you open the any new file, it will see you show you that you can see Power BI desktop. So these two components, how it is going to share it. So 80% of your project you have to complete by using the Power BI desktop. So this is almost, you can call it as a entire project. So you are going to complete by using the visualization. So after you complete the project, you must require to save it somewhere. You must require to manage it. You must provide the subscriptions. You must provide the permissions. You must save to the clients. So for this purpose, remaining 20% you must use here by using the Power BI service. Did you understand here that whenever you are completing entire project, so you consider as a software developer. So because entire project that you are going to complete over here that by using Power BI desktop. So here the remaining 20% you are just going to manage it everything. So that's why here you used to call it as a Power BI admin role. So this is how you just understand. That is software developer. This is admin role. So now let me decode more over here that. So in the Power BI desktop, so as you know that you have to complete the 80% of your project. So out of that 80% project, 70% of your project based on the options. So you don't require to write any single line of code. So direct options that are available, you have to use. When to use, where to use. Just observe here that these are all the options. You click anywhere, it will go reflect. These are all the options. You click anywhere, it is going to reflect. Just like this, you just use the options only. You don't need to, write any lines of the code. So here the main menus that are there. So each main menu having that, sub options. So we have to understand that what are the different options that are available. So how to use it, when to use it, based on what requirement we can use them. So we can understand that. So that is the one thing, no code required for this 70%. And you just understand here that we still have remaining 10% out of this 80%. So that 10% you require to write the logics, or you can call it as a formulas. So here we used to call it as a DAX formulas. So these 10% you must put the effort. So 70% of the options everybody can do it. Even school kids also can do it. Then how you can get the job? So whosoever putting the more effort on this DAX formulas. So those people only get the jobs. So here the 10% you just imagine the 15 to 20. So logics that are important. So these are all the DAX formulas 15 to 20. So those 15 to 20 logic formulas that are keep on repeating in your interviews and keep on repeating in your projects of any domain. So those 15 to 20 only you just need to by heart it if you can't able to practice it. So I will make you understand so easy, but still if anybody can't able to understand it, just try to by heart them. Every day one formula only you can by heart them. Within 20 days you will be perfect to get the job. Then here for this, so you can use the ChatGPT to get that formulas, or you can use Gemini also, or you can use Copilot also. So apart from this, what you can use here that, so you can use other things that are there, any perplexity or any other things that you can use it. So any AI things that you can use it. But the problem is here that, so whenever the client is asking for the face-to-face interview, so they don't allow you to use that your ChatGPT and Gemini Copilot something else. So after you get the job, you can use them in the real time. But while you are giving the interviews, you must require to learn the something. So for that matter, you must focus on this 15 to 20 logics. So then entire your project that you are perfect to get the job. Then you will become the software developer. So otherwise, one more career which we have, that is the admin side. So here the 20% you require to do. So this 20% of your work only based on your options only. So entire 20% is based on options. So you don't need to go and write it any lines of the code. So no formulas, no logics, nothing required here, the admin. So, but what here, people used to do that. So they are going to manage whatever the project you complete. They are going to save it, the location where they want to share it. So subscriptions they can provide, permissions they can provide. Then after that, they are going to share this to the client. So this is how they are going to do it. So this is the small thing. You just understand that. So how much you need to put the effort. So if you don't want to learn any these 15 logics, you can become the admin or be admin. But admin role won't give you the much salaries, much hikes, much good career to compare with the software developer. So that's why at least 15 logics you just try to understand while you are completing your coaching. After you get the job, you can freely use anything. So that is fine. So this is how you just have to understand over here. So apart from this here, you just do one thing. So from my side, we take the 1 hour session every day. So from your side, I want you to do the practice 2 hours daily. So that is must and sure. Then apart from this, I will explain you to the projects. So from the Excel side, we will take up the 2 projects. One is the mini, one is the major one. So this is, you can use it, one mini and a major. So from the Power BI side also, we can do that the 2-3 mini projects, or one major project or 2 major projects, like that, based on the availability of our time and based on the requirements that we can do it. So this is how we can do. So when it comes to the SQL, so that SQL, always we are going to discuss about that only the real-time scenarios. So how to create the views, how to create the store procedure also we can discuss. So that's why here not required any projects over here. That in the Python side also you don't require any project, because of you are going to work on your Power BI only. So that is only the thing that you can remember. Then here what you need to do the effort here. So one is the Power BI, second one is the SQL Server. These two must to get the job. So your interview questions and the job, you want to work on the 80% from the Power BI side plus 20% from your SQL side. So these two must important to complete it. So since you know that Power BI side, you must require that 15 to 20 logics that are important. In the same manner, your SQL also 20 queries that are important. So those are only keep on repeating. Those are only keep on working on any domain. So that's why these 20 queries that are required. So apart from this, whatever you learn from this class, you just keep it as a asset of your knowledge. So, but you require focus on this only. Whenever I used to tell that this is the very important, you just note it down, then you can work on it. Then we will help you to build your resume. So based on your levels, fresher level, experience with the other domain, just like non-IT or IT with the other domains. So I will let you know how to you convert your data analytics with your past experience. So with your past experience, by you might working in somewhere, I will help you out how to convert this your working experience with this data analytics to get the job, get the high packages. Or if you are freshers, I will let you know how to you can use this multiple technologies to get the job. So just observe here that then apart from this, what we can use here that. So my students over here, so average salary for the freshers, they got that 2.5 LPA to so 5.8 LPA, average LPA, they got it. Same fresher only. But the experienced people, they got that. So average salary, you can expect that 8.5 LPA to so 15 LPA that you can expect. So some of my students, they got that. One guy has got the 14 LPA just for the 4 years of the experience. Another guy got the ST package 17.3 somewhere else. So LPA. So why these people are getting the less amount of the package they selected? Then why same fresher is getting this much package? Because of the practice. So these are all the options that you know already. So this is the primary technology, but you have to understand that step by step you need to explain to the interviewer. Then only you will get the good amount of the packages. So that is only keep in mind. Whenever you do the practice for more hours, you will make the more perfect. Then you can expect that more packages. So from the when you go give the interview to the any product based company, you can expect the basic salary of your freshers like this. The basic salary of your experienced persons packages like this you can expect it. This is the thing that you need to understand. Then apart from this, so every day, so we are going to do the the this one task. So we are taking the real time scenarios only. So this real time scenarios, how you can use it. So whatever you are using that one. So if you are fresher, you can use that real time one, just like you worked somewhere as a interns or experienced person, you can use them as a I worked in the data analytics for 3 years 4 years like that. If they ask you to any the real time scenarios that you can use here, so whatever the scenarios that we are going to discuss, so these real time scenarios only we are discussing every day. So that is only keep in mind. Then apart from this, I want you to put the two things. So one is the Power BI plus SQL. This most important from your side. Practice and everything you have to be perfect with this too. So this is not only give you the perfectness. So every day you just try to communicate with English as well. So why this is important for? Because of the whenever you go give the interviews, so your communication is giving you the more technical knowledge. So that's why every day try to speak something in English, whatever we discuss in the classroom, which is related to Power BI. The terminology only. This Power BI, this is the chart, this is the graphs, this is visualization, this is data, these are all the columns. Like this, you just use the terminologies while you do your practice. Then only you can explain better in the interview. So that's why I just wanted to do this much effort from your side. Because of the some people know English, so, but they can't able to explain in the interviews. So that's why you have time while you're doing practice and completing course. So meanwhile, you just try to put on this as well. So not only technical knowledge, technical side I will make you perfect. So if you do practice every day, but this is also you can fill it from your end. So this is all from my end. If you have any questions or queries that you can ask me, I will answer it. ఏమైనా క్వశ్చన్